Good morning, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. First up, parents arrested, accused of tampering in investigation of son's overdose. Let's take a listen to this video from WMUR News 9.
Chief of Fortune. I'm a judge on a number of journalism awards, but I really love the Bidler because the focus is on rewarding and acknowledging and celebrating journalists who are relentless in their pursuit of a story about cancer. When you have something like the Bidler Prize that says, hey, we really want to single you out for the kind of great work that you did, that is something rare and special.
Tonight, the parents of a man who died from a suspected drug overdose are facing criminal charges. 63-year-old Robert Rando and his wife, 60-year-old Pauline Rando, charged with falsifying fiscal evidence and obstructing government administration. Police say their son lived with them in Hudson when the overdose happened. Investigators say his parents withheld evidence that led to the supply source for the drugs that killed Brian.
It's very, very concerning because these investigations are very difficult from the get-go. And, for people to be uncooperative that are that close to the investigation is disheartening, and it's very troublesome.
And the couple will be arraigned next month. Anyone with information on this case is asked to call police.
Okay. There you go on that video and that report. Victim in deadly hit and run found in middle of road. Barnstable police and rescue responded to the scene near the entrance to the Bell Tower Mall shortly before 8 p.m. and found the victim lying in the roadway. The victim was transported to Cape Cod Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. Police did not immediately identify the victim, but he is said to be a 62-year-old resident. Authorities said they are looking for a Toyota sedan with front-end damage. Anyone with information about the crash was asked to call Barnstable Police. Coast Guard suspends search for missing climber off coast of Maine. Let's take a listen to this video from WMTW News 8 in Maine.
ID. What's the password?
I believe the password is Jackson.
Incorrect. Password is a complex 20-character stuff you have to do. Someone has to slow you down.
Passwords have come a long way since the compatible time-sharing system of the 60s. It's when login pages began requiring the use of numbers and symbols that password trolls began making their presence known online. Everybody knows about bridge trolls. They've been around for ages. But thanks to the advent of the internet, more and more trolls were finding work beyond the bridge.
So this is kind of a trip down memory lane. I have some boxes of memories here. This is a good one. This is the first keyboard I ever caused a person to destroy. They had their password, wrote it on a sticky note, lost the sticky note. Oh, wow. Me at my job back in the 80s. Good times, better times. Good to have memories, yeah.
For a while, life as a password troll was pretty great. Talk about consistent work. You had to remember a password for everything. Business was booming. But now, thanks to LastPass, no one needs to remember their passwords anymore.
Now that the world doesn't need password trolls as much, I've been forced to find work elsewhere. No, sorry. Step aside. Next. Yep, go right on.
Woohoo! But I'm taller than him.
Oh, yeah. You must be exactly this tall to ride. Come back when you're shorter. Next.
Excuse me, sir. I don't quite remember my access code.
Well, then you're going to have to answer one question. What is the make and model of your first car?
This is my first car.
Fine, whatever. The dream is to get a high-profile gig with one of the big government agencies. Folks, please have your laptops out and in a separate bin, and please have your passwords ready. Thank you. Okay. What is your password?
Oh, I didn't know I needed a password.
That's totally fine. Here you go. Come right this way. There you go. Yep. Perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you. Password reset. Female. You. A troll using LastPass is disgusting. It's abhorrent. Wrong. Against nature.
It's incredible. I get instant access to all my social networks, bank accounts, everything, with no passwords to slow me down. And I really can't believe this, but it's free. I know Malak. Man, he's one of the best.
Oh, hey there. Sorry about
God
that.
among trolls, if you will. Look, I feel for the guy. It makes my heart bleed, you know? Makes me want to cry. But hey, times change. You either gotta change with them, or you get left behind. Text.
We can see your face when you do that. Good.
What's the password? QXRZ tilde493866. Okay.
There you go. Hey.
Okay. I'm a troll on a bridge. Okay. No, okay.
Search for missing clammer off the coast of St. George. Officials say 33-year-old Paul Benner left to go clamming around 6:30 last night during the storm, and when he didn't return, his father reported him missing. Searchers found his boat washed up on the shore. The Maine Marine Patrol and the Knox County Sheriff's Office are all scouring the area.
With the falling temperatures, if you were wet, obviously that reduces your survivability time. At this point, we are holding out hope for a happy ending to everything. But obviously, as time goes by, it does turn more towards a recovery effort.
And divers are also helping with that search.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Deep freeze hits Northeast and Midwest. West Coast brace for heavy rain. Let's take a listen to this. See this report. Another day, another series of wind chill warnings for the Northeast. A brutal shot of cold air Saturday morning is dominating the weather over the Midwest and especially the Northeast, prompting a slew of wind chill advisories and wind chill warnings for parts of the Midwest and a large portion of the East Coast, spanning an area from Virginia to Vermont. Wind chills Saturday morning in parts of interior Northeast may be in the negative 30 to negative 40 degree range. And that does it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Saturday, and I'll see you back here later on today for another newscast. Goodbye, everyone.